Hello, welcome back. Beliefs, values, and norms and social practices together constitute the components of the cultural patterns. First, let's talk about beliefs. A belief is an idea that people assume to be true about the world. Discussing culturally shared beliefs is difficult because people are usually not conscious of them. In fact, much of what one considers to be reality may in fact not be reality to people from other cultures. What one considers to be important views about the world are based on our culturally shared beliefs. For example, a widely shared belief dates back to the time when Europeans believed that the earth was flat. That is, people knew that the earth was flat. Most people now know that the earth is basically round and would laugh at the suggestions that it is flat. The second component we are going to talk about is values. Cultures differ not only in their beliefs, but also in what they value. Values involve what a culture regards as a good or bad, right or wrong, fair or unfair, just or unjust, beautiful or ugly, clean or dirty, valuable or worthless, appropriate or inappropriate, and kind or cruel. For example, Americans value youth rather than the old. In Korea, however, respect for the elder is a positive value. What are the value types proposed by the Schwartz? Schwartz value types consist of the power, achievement, hedonism, stimulation, self-direction, universalism, security, benevolence, tradition, and conformity. Let's consider what values do Chinese cultures stress, and what values do Westerners stress. Chinese cultures stress power, conformity, universalism, security, benevolence, and tradition, while Westerners stress achievement, self-direction, hedonism, stimulation. The third one is norms, which are the socially shared expectation of appropriate behaviors. When a person's behavior violates a culture's norm, social sanctions are usually imposed. Like values, norms can vary within a culture in terms of their importance and intensity. Unlike values, however, norms may change over a period of time. Whereas beliefs and values tend to be much more enduring. For example, the greeting behaviors of people within a culture are governed by norms. Norms exist for a wide variety of behavior. For example, the greeting behaviors of people within a culture are governed by norms. Similarly, good manners in a variety of situations are based on norms. Norms also exist to guide people's interactions and to indicate how to engage in conversation, what to talk about, and how to end a conversation. Because people are expected to behave according to their cultural norms, they come to see their own norms as constituting the right way of communicating. Norms are linked to the beliefs and the values of a culture. The fourth one is social practices, which are predictable behavior patterns that members of a culture typically follow. Thus, social practices are the outward manifestations of beliefs, values, and norms. For example, in the United States, lunch is usually over 1:30 p.m. But in Italy, lunch hasn't even begun by 1:30 p.m. In the United States, gifts brought by dinner guests are usually opened in the presence of the guests, while in China, gifts are never opened in front of the giver, because doing so is considered bad manners. Let's come to an impressive case. Selma, who is from the US, is in a student exchange program in Indonesia. One day, she was asked to attend a birthday party, and she was delighted, for she was curious to know what an Indonesian birthday party was like. To her surprise, she was the only one that dressed in typically Western clothes, although she had no strong reason to become uneasy. Her uneasy feelings prevailed as the party was going on. To make herself feel better, she went to the food table and began to help herself. But upon leaving the table, she tripped on the leg of the chair and spilled her drink on the floor. One of the girls stooped down to mop up the pill, and everyone else laughed out loud. Selma, uncertain what to do next, quietly moved out of her way with her head lowered in the shame. Here are the questions. What functions does a laughing serve in similar situations in China? And what should we do to help ourselves or other people out of embarrassment caused by the cultural differences in laughing? Just like smile, laughing does not always serve the same function in different cultures. Increasingly, for us Chinese, laughing often has a special function on some tense social occasions. People may laugh to release the tension or embarrassment, to express her concern about you, their intention to put you at ease or help you come out of the embarrassment. In this case, the people there were actually wishing to laugh with the American rather than laugh at her. Their laughing seems to convey a number of messages. Don't take it so seriously. Laugh it off. It's nothing. Such things can happen to any of us, etc. Unfortunately, the American was unaware of this. She thought she were laughing at her, which made her feel more badly and angry. For in her culture, laughing on such an occasion would be interpreted as an insulting response, humiliating and negative.